Hello and welcome to the news brief for Saturday, July 9th. I am a day late and $1 short. I apologize for that. Was gone for a couple days this week and just didn't have time to do the filming on Friday. But here I am today, Saturday, July 9th. Hope that you're having a super weekend, and here's what's happening this weekend. So Father Anthony Mersman has arrived. He will be at all the masses this weekend to introduce himself, and then he's going to celebrate. He's got the 5 and the 8 and the 12:30 this week. I've got the 10 and the 4. By the way, that's the normal schedule that we have. One of us priests take the 5, 8, and 12:30, and one of us takes the 10 and the 4. There's some reasons for that, just in case you're curious. Having one person take the 5 and the 8 means that kind of frees up a Saturday evening in case, like I sometimes, very rarely, but occasionally go to Topeka for some reason, for something in the evening, and then won't get back until late, and so that kind of allows that. And also having the gap between, at least for me, between the 8 and the 12:30 allows me to think about my homily then in Spanish to prepare it for the 12:30. It used to be that someone had the 10 and the 12:30, and I often find that I need some time to kind of translate, because I usually write the homily first in English and then put it in Spanish, usually. And I usually can't do that before, and I'm not quite ready for the English until right at the last minute. So I'm still editing and changing, even up until the last minute. So that's a little bit about the schedule. So this weekend, welcome Father Mersman, and then after the 10 o'clock and the 12:30 masses, there will be a little welcome for him. So hopefully you can welcome him to Good Shepherd. He's doing a great job thus far. On Wednesday, July 13th, we are starting a new opportunity for living with grief and loss. So that our first session will be this Wednesday, July 13th. It'll be in the narthex. Martha Toddy is leading that up. She is doing our ministry of care. So I'm very grateful that she's developed this program, and I'm happy that we can really offer something for a wider group of people. We have our widows group, but there are other people that are grieving. And so this is will be some themes and discussions and stuff about living with grief and loss. So that'll be on Wednesday, July 13th. And then also on Wednesday, July 13th, the Hunger Games are coming, apparently. So there's going to be some fun and games about hunger and everything. So this was kind of developed, so it's kind of a play on the words, right? So that'll be for the youth group, 7 to 9 p.m. Those that would like to be involved in that is the Hunger Games youth group activity. Then the food truck is here next weekend as well. So if you can help out with the food truck, please do. And then our STEM lab is coming along. So I think the walls are going up this week. We plan to have it ready for opening of school or right thereafter, so that we'll be ready to go with our new STEM lab there. And that'll be in the other part of the library with the high ceiling. That'll all be the STEM lab. But we really don't lose any meeting space in the library because that was really not used much. It'll tighten up like the presenter, usually kind of backed up into that space. There'll be a little bit less room for that. But that's really all that we are losing with that addition of the STEM lab. And then hopefully, it's been a long time, but we've got our new sign coming up that'll go out on the front of the church. I'm excited about that. It has our new logo on it. It has Welcome to Good Shepherd and everything. So it should be a really beautiful entrance for our church, and people can identify it from a distance. And then upcoming is the vote on the Value Them Both amendment, which the Archbishop has really been promoting and encouraging all Catholics in the diocese to support. You've probably seen those vote yes signs around. And we sent out a flock note yesterday, including the Archbishop's message and his video. He sent out a message to all of the priests for the diocese to get this message out. Could be at masses, or it could be through a flock note or Facebook or whatever. We chose to send it out through flock notes. We thought that would be the best way to get that message communicated. I know it's a sensitive topic for many, and some people really felt offended by the sending out of the flock note, and I apologize for that, and it can be a very touchy issue. But I do encourage people to look up on the website about the Value Them Both and what it does and what it doesn't do. I know some of the language in the amendment can sound pretty offensive. I get that. It's allowing lawmakers to make laws, putting kind of really everything on the table, which some people might find to be quite offensive. So I get it. And yet we are called to stand up for life from the very beginning until the end. And we do want to make sure that as a church, we are being as vocal about many of the aspects of our supporting life. And we sometimes come across as kind of double speak or hypocritical if we really talk about, the abortion issue, but we don't talk about other life issues like healthcare and like the gun control laws and all the violence that's happening there. So we can kind of seem like we're not very genuine and not very trustworthy if we emphasize just one thing. But on the other hand, we can't do everything. And our Archbishop has really, that's been a focus for him really throughout all of his time here at the diocese, and that's what he has chosen to really focus in on. Anyone that's ever been in leadership knows that there are lots of opportunities and lots of things that you could do, and you can't do everything. And I know that some people disagree with the choices that have been made, but those are the choices that have been made, that's our focus. So I would encourage you to look up the Value Them Both and what it does and what it doesn't do. And the Archbishop is encouraging us to vote yes. And so please pray about it and consider those things. And I just encourage you to come at it with an open mind and just see, okay, what is it saying? And can I support this? So, that's there. I have often said I hate election seasons. I hate when things get all political. Everyone gets really nasty and mean, and but August will come eventually. So this too shall pass. So, and this is not the essential piece of what it means to be Catholic either. It is essential that we do stand up for life, right? But this piece is not like the thing that makes us Catholic, right? Jesus Christ, our Savior and our salvation, the Eucharist, the sacraments, these things make us Catholic. But also it is important, our social justice teaching, that we stand up for those who don't have a voice. And that's really throughout all of life. And so let's be good witnesses to life, the whole fabric of life from conception till natural death. That's what we teach as Catholics, and that we really want to provide a good atmosphere and support for all places. Archbishop has stressed that he has this Walking with Moms in Need program. We've got those banners outside our doors as well, and encouraging mothers that are in need, that we are a supportive church to those that have maybe unintended or crisis pregnancies, and supporting them not just in the pregnancy but beyond, right? So we get criticized sometimes for not caring about what happens in the beyond. We do care about those things. I don't think that's always a fair criticism, because there's lots of support services that we have for families, and we need to double our efforts with those as well. So let's be church, and let's care about those who are in need at all ages of their lives. So that's pretty much it here for the news. I hope that you have a blessed weekend, and we'll see you next time.